I hope y'all having a beautiful night. Look now, don't start that. I'm talking to the cards. They be falling and things. Look at here. I'm looking for my lighter. There it goes. Let's say if it was a snake, it'll bite you. It'll bite. The human snakes and the creepy crawlies. Oh, let me just go sleep. All right. Let me get it together. First of all, while I'm doing all of this right here, I would like to kind of tell y'all a little bit about how I'm grateful for tarot readers that are good, like light workers, okay? Specifically, because again, like I say, everybody is not a good person, okay? It's not the tarot reader or the intuitive reader or whomever, the preacher, the fact that they're what they are by the way of their occupation or headline. It's who they are on the inside. Okay, so of course I would not go to a tarot reader that has negative energy, that practices dark magic, and that's all they can give me is something about how to do some evil shit. Although it's not that I would not understand that's who they are, especially if that's, they say who they are, that's them, I'm always open to learning, but not learning from an aspect of everything gotta be getting somebody back in a way of through some type of dark magic, okay? So, I would like to give appreciation to the light workers, the tarot readers, and the intuitive readers that I have watched over this spiritual journey that really helped, honestly, save my life. Yes, Most High God saved my life, but Most High God led me to him. I was one of those people who grew up thinking that tarot readers, was the devil. It was evil and all the things. And until I was pulled towards tarot and I could not stop watching, didn't never know that God was leading me to be an intuitive reader. Who would have thought that, right? But it really saved my life. It helped me to understand the world better. It gave me more wisdom and knowledge. It gave me a sense of who I am in the Lord. Whereas when I was just Christian and reading the Bible, I was very bored because my mind is very like expansive. My mind evolves like so much on certain levels where it blows my own mind. So I would not be a type of learner or thinker that would just be a book reader and that's it. Like I'm a visual thinker, learner. When I see things in my third eye, like I can create a whole fucking thing in my head. Like my brain is too big for to put it in a book. Okay. So, breaking those chains of the ignorance that I was taught, and taking a leap and finding the truth on my own. I mean, I really believe that this world is about, if someone tells you something and that's something that you believe, did you go and research it? Did you go and do your own due diligence to see if it's true? Or are you believing that certain story or narrative because someone told you that? There's somewhere you read it? Did you go and fact check it? Did you actually live it? Did you experience it? Hi. Oh, I forgot to turn my damn chat off. Hold on. on, let me go back. No shade to the good people. It's not y'all, y'all. It's not y'all. I promise. It's just I don't want to deal with the that other shit. Okay, I ain't in the mood. I don't be in the mood because, like I said, I was welcoming karmics, evil people. Like you want to come learn, whatever. No discrimination. But I see evil don't stop being evil. Negative don't stop being negative. So I'm like, well, let me go ahead and turn it off because y'all won't stop coming, but you want to keep coming up in here and making comments and being negative. And every day is just not a negative day. I get it, karmics, that y'all think negative all the time, but you know, try to put the negativity to the side and be kind of positive, like a little bit, just a little. Find something positive in what someone says instead of just wanting to down somebody because you feel like a shitty person, or you just want to be a bully behind the screen. Like, try to find like something positive, like, thank you, God, for letting me wake up. Something, just, thank you, God, for creating just to give me this knowledge and not discriminating against me, even though she know I'm evil. Like something. But y'all just don't, like, y'all mind so negative all the time. Nobody won't deal with that shit every day. And y'all like to be bullies behind the screen and all of that and voice your opinion about somebody when, again, if y'all was that same person in the same boat and somebody was doing that to y'all, you would not like it. But you still do it. Okay? Anyway. But tarot saved my life in so many ways. Intuitive readers, because I did notice as I was taking the journey that there were people that said intuitive readers, there were people that said tarot readers. Then I learned that there are some people that only like dabble into dark stuff, right? And then there are people that dabble into the light. You know what I'm saying? So it just really expanded my mind to help me learn a more deeper connection with God. And then once I learned that deeper connection with God, it's like my mind like completely started opening up, like even more. And because I get all of my gifts from God, it means that I spend more time with God. I can hear God. I can spend more time with my ancestors who crossed over that love me and help protect me. I can tap in more to the spiritual world and for a moment be non-existence up here in the spiritual world, opposed to just always being here in the physical. I can just zoom out there, and go visit heaven, go visit my ancestors, go visit my loved ones. So it does help. It helps to open your mind to not be so closed-minded to thinking that, oh, this is the way things go, this is what I was taught, my grandmother, my mama, the preacher said this is not you, this is of the devil, I don't fool with that. To say, well, I've heard that all my life, but to actually go and do your own due diligence to see if it's true, now that's when you're growing, that's when you're maturing. Okay, you don't just take shit that people say and just believe it and go with it and be, that's always been said. So that, no, go and do your own research. And if you find that it's evil, then leave it alone. But some of y'all are evil, so you will probably continue going on that journey. Okay? My point is, stop believing everything that you hear and actually go and research it, experience it possibly, depending on what it is. Okay? For yourself to see if it's that thing that will help you. I'm not talking about, oh, I've always wanted to try coke, let me go fucking start getting on coke and your ass get addicted. No, we're not talking about that. We're not getting that deep. Coke is bad for you. We all know that. Okay, so we're not talking about that. I'm talking about these society beliefs, these religious beliefs, these things that we have been taught over and over again, that we're so afraid to embark on learning something different because it's like this, it's like this, and it's like that, and that's it. No, who are you again? Who told you that? Like, did you just, somebody told you that, you just continue to give that information to generation? I mean, and it's obvious because, again, I was one of those people. I was more religious back in the day, and I believed the hype. I believe, like, I didn't believe in hoodoo. Meaning, I did not think it didn't exist because I lived in New Orleans and I saw people told me that person had got a hex put on them, which is why they was walking around aimlessly with their mind seeming like it's in space. But I used to think that, oh, if I don't believe in it, then it ain't gonna happen to me. That's bullshit. That's a lie, y'all. Because they got some evil people out there that are witches and stuff like that, that that are jealous of you, and they just aim to make your life a living hell for their own shortcomings. They're not the kind of people that stop and look at their life and go, why am I doing this? No, they just enjoy using evil to make your life bad. Like, that's just how they are. You can tell them all day, like, you don't think something wrong with you. They don't look at it like that. They just don't. Evil people normally don't look at the brighter side. They only look at the darker side of things. How can I go more darker, more evil? You know what I'm saying? So tarot, the light workers really changed my life. Intuitive readers really changed my life, and I'm so grateful for all of the people that I used to watch and still watch to this day, because they really are my true teachers, and I honor them. I really do. So thank you, teachers. Thank you for, and I think I've said part of this before, but I never told y'all how much you have changed my life. You have opened up my mind. You've expanded my mind. Had I not embarked on you guys, I wouldn't have probably allowed myself to experience or to, question what I've been taught all my life. I would have been bounded to just thinking like, don't you touch that. That's not good. That's evil, And it's not the limit is saying that, there's evil tarot readers and evil intuitive readers. Again, anyone can be evil no matter what their occupation is. So don't be dumb, right? But it's to say not all people in the same occupation is evil. Okay? Just like not all black people, like people like I don't like black people. No, you don't like that black person that did you something. You've been pissed off about that black person who said something, did something, and now you think all black people are niggas and all of that. And that's your ignorance, because you're missing out on great people, opposed to looking at a person's heart and who they are on the inside. You only looking off at the surface. You just looking at, oh, that's a black person. I don't like them because I don't like black people. That's really if you would think about what you're saying, you're so ignorant. You're so ignorant, because you're basing someone off of their skin color, not for who they are. Because there are some great people, regardless of their skin color, that can be an asset to you, that can help you with, knowledge, healing, to be a really good friend. But some of y'all are so stuck in your mind about whatever happened to you or what you was taught. Y'all just stayed, racist or whatever your issue is with something or somebody, because of a bad experience that you had. Everybody else had to suffer for that one person or two or three people or how many people it was, or the thing that happened to you. Now everybody's put in that fucking basket. Everybody's gonna suffer because of your bad experience. It's just like going to Chili's and eating and the food was bad. I'll never go to Chili's again. Well, maybe if you would have went to the Chili's on the west side, maybe their food was amazing. You can't base one experience or one place that's called the same name because you had a bad experience and the food wasn't good. Doesn't mean that all of the fucking Chili's are the same. Like, I need you to elevate your mind. Stop being so damn closed-minded. That's why a lot of y'all can't expand, because y'all are so comfortable in having one mindset, thinking one thing, being taught a few things and just taking those things and be like, okay, this is what I believe and I'm going to stick with it. Well, then you don't want to elevate. You don't want to grow. Do you not understand that God evolves? So if you're stuck in a certain place, that means that you're not evolving. The world has evolved. We're not in the 1700s anymore, right? We're in 2026. So how would you think that the shit that you've been taught all your life, because your grandmother or whomever taught you that, or a religious group or whatever, even the Bible has been misinterpreted, why would you think that that's it? Or is what you're going through when you read the Bible, or the thing that you believe in, whether you are Muslim or Christian or whatever, is the thing that you believe in elevating you? Or is it something that you just get up and do? I pray and I fast and I give God glory and that's it. Do you feel a change? Do you feel a movement? Are you shifting? Are you more closer to God? Do you hear God's voice? Are you elevating? Does God enlighten you? Does your mind open up where you can see things in a different way? Okay, does God show you in the universe, God in the world, that what you pray for is coming to pass in all kinds of ways? Do you even pay attention to that? You see what I'm trying to say? So stop thinking that just because you graduated college, right? Meaning like, okay, I know God, I done read the Bible or Allah or whatever. This is what I practice. This is what I believe. This is what I was taught, whatever. That's it. No, honey, you keep going. You grow all the time. You can get the highest degree physically in education, but with God, you don't stop. There's a beyond that, right? There's a beyond what you've learned. So even at my level, if you watch my channel, you watch me grow. You watch me from being very meek and mild and sweet and until, bitch, I don't fucking play with you, right? You know what I'm saying? You watch me become strong. You watch me be more enlightened. You watch me give you wisdom and knowledge that comes from the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? And the more I connect with God and do what God wants me to do, the higher and elevated I will be, on a more spiritual, wise level. And it comes from God, because I'm not in no book. I don't have a book in front of me. This is me and God, our relationship. You see what I'm trying to say? So stop limiting yourself, thinking that just because of what you believe in or what you was taught or what you grew up on, that's it. Because you're not doing yourself any justice. Okay? You're not doing yourself any justice. You're just holding your own self back. But a lot of y'all get comfortable in it. Like I said, y'all get comfortable and y'all just be like, I'm good. That's it. Now this of the devil. That's what they said. I know this of the devil. Now my family don't believe in that. Now this some witchcraft. Now this, that. And you be sounding ignorant because you just listening to some shit. Ain't did your research. Ain't try to experience it for yourself. I ain't even asked God. And then most of y'all who be saying you believe in God don't even really talk to God. You don't talk to him. You pray. Right? That's it. God, please show up in my life. I want this brand new car. Or I want this. I need my money. I need some rent. I need this. I need that. And then you just leave it alone. You don't be waiting for God to be like, well, it's not going to come right now. I need you to do this. Or I'm working on it. Or it's going to come. Or, you need to work on going over here doing this so that I can open this door. And you keep waiting and praying, but he was trying to tell you like it's not gonna come right now. And then you just like, oh, maybe God just don't love me, or maybe God don't want to answer my prayer. Did you hear me? Did you hear me, Lord? Well, I heard you, but did you hear me? Because you don't sit there with me and listen to me. You just ask me for shit, but you don't talk to me. You just let me know what you want in prayer. You give me thanks, but you don't even let me say you're welcome. None of that. So it's important, and I express this so much because this is the door to open up for all of the things that you may be afraid of embarking on. Because I can tell you all day, this is not good or this is good, but when you connect with God and he starts talking to you, then you won't be afraid to be like, okay, let me see. Let me just see. Maybe I'm gonna put my beliefs aside and just see. Now, if God talking to you, he say, I'm God, and I tell you to go do this, maybe you will be more open-minded to experiencing something on a different level. But you gotta get connected to God. Okay? That is the answer. Connect to the source. The one that you pray to, the one that you be believing in, and everybody else is evil and the devil because they believe in a different kind of way and they got cards and all that shit. Talk to the Most High God. Like, stop praying to somebody that you don't actually talk to. That's fucking crazy. Damn. Why y'all don't see that? Why you don't see that there's something wrong with you when you just do that shit? Oh, because Pastor said. Pastor said, this is where I go, this is what it's gonna be. Okay, Pastor God, huh? Oh, you didn't pick that your God? Okay. I say all the time, people People want to praise who they want to praise. When the Pope and shit like that was messing with little boys, people talked about it, but they ain't worried about it no more, right? But then you get somebody who a tarot reader or something. Oh my God, that they just keep that over their head for the rest of their life. Oh, y'all evil, y'all witches, y'all this, y'all that. I'd be like, y'all people, some of y'all out there, y'all really need to get it together. Get it the fucking together, Jesus, with your ridiculing ass, judgy ass. Get it together, please. Do the world a favor. Sit with yourself and be like, what is wrong with me? Because there's something wrong with y'all. It's something wrong with all of us. Some of us are working on us, like I, and the others, y'all just continue being with your craziness. Nobody don't want to deal with that shit every damn day. Oh, okay. Now, go ahead and get this reading started. Let me cleanse this. But yes, thank you, tarot readers of the light. Thank you, intuitive readers. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all have really been my teachers. We've had moments where I knew that you was feeling the energy that I was throwing to y'all, and I fucked with some of y'all. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it gangster. I was sending some shit to y'all, like a whole bunch of love, and y'all, Mr. Y'all, and y'all was like, oh my God, that love I feel. And I was just like, oh, they feel it? Oh my God. Or like I messed with one of these readers and I was like, hello, can you hear me? And that motherfucker was rolling their eyes. I was like, oh, you can hear me? You really can hear me? I loved it. And they rolled their eyes. I was like, it kept calling their name. And then they'll stop the reading. And then one of them picked up a card and said curse. And I was like, you really? In the next card say they love you, and then they whole demeanor change. I was like, see, you being mean. I'm picking with you because I love you. Ain't no curse over here, baby. But I thought it was super cool just to like play with people. I was like, dang, Lord, this shit really real, So like I enjoyed that. Like, and I'll never forget like this whole thing that one of these readers said about some things. And I was like, Lord, am I really like, is this really going on? And I'm like, am I really talking to this reader? And as soon as that happened, I listened to a reader and that person came on. It was like, yeah, it's really me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, my God, it's fucking crazy. Loved it though. Like that got my adrenaline pumping. You hear me? I'm like, this shit is so fucking cool because you're connected to your sisters and brothers, and it's amazing. It doesn't limit you to be connected to the dark ones either. Let me tell you, because some of the dark ones, the collective has dark ones in there too that read your energy and they get the hating. They get the hating. Okay, just being honest. The collective is not just all light. The collective is dark and light. Okay. And when some of them feel your energy that you're a good person, sometimes automatically light triggers the darkness in people. That it just do. And it's just to tell that person there's something inside you that you need to work on. I'm not doing anything, just my energy that you're feeling is pissing you off. Because you feel like I feel like I'm better than you. I don't even know you. It's not like you really know who it is, unless you know who it is, because God would put a video on there and then you be like, yeah, it's me kind of thing. Or if you looking at a reading and you sending energy or talking to them and they do shit while they doing the reading and they, and it don't even have to be a live reading. That's the crazy shit. And they doing shit and they hear you, right? They got some of them that hide behind the damn readings, right? They be mad. They'd be literally mad because they feel your energy. They feel how God love you, how you really are a sweet, kind person. They know they not like that. And then they get to being mad at you and you like, well, damn, I don't even know you. Why you coming for me? The fuck? But that's darkness. That's how darkness is. They haters. I'm just being honest. They hate because they have not healed. Darkness does not have to be dark if they don't want to. Okay, when you dark, you do not have to stay dark. I was dark, right? Because we all were dark. We're all born into sin, which is darkness and evil, and you got to come out of it. So you don't have to stay the way you are. It's up to you. People like, They think they better than me and all of that shit. No, you think that I'm better than you. You said that. I didn't say that. You think I'm better than you. That's because you're insecure and you won't heal. Hold on. Is that? No, I don't think that. Anyway, okay. Let me go ahead on with the reading because I'm talking too much. All right, I'm not. I just be trying to enlighten y'all. I mean, some of y'all gonna listen, some of y'all not. Some of y'all hard-headed like my ass was in school. I'm coming up, and still am. Sometimes. I learned a few days ago that God told me, because I was like, God, I was so rebellious when I was coming up, and He said, what's the suffix or something of rebellious? I said rebel. Boom. I was like, well, I'm a motherfucking rebel. Hey, come on. Okay. Just keep damn. Time go by so fast. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Might have to do a 5-minute read. Did I talk that long before I got on here? Shit. Let me see what time I gotta go. I tell y'all, little bugs love coming on up in here, honey. Let me see. Oh, okay, I got some time. Okay. I was gonna say, damn. All right, Holy Spirit, let's get with the program. Can we have something new today? New. Okay, y'all start off early. Come on, I love it. All right, pull the knees off. Okay. Come on, Holy Spirit, what you gotta tell the people? Come on. Let's get some new stuff. We want to hear new stuff. Can we get something more positive today? Something more positive. Okay. Hey, Buggy. What you came? You came to say hello? Yeah. Okay. Just don't crawl on me today, cause it be feeling weird on the skin sometimes. But how you doing? You just being a bug, a fly. You being a fly on the wall. Yeah. Just sitting right there looking, minding his own business. For some reason, bugs have literally been coming my way a lot. I mean, like, all kinds of bugs. I'm like, what kind of bug are you? And I love, God's creation, but some of them, I just don't like them crawling on my skin. I love the bees. My God. Oh, I love when a bee lands on my finger. And it's so comfortable with me and don't sting me. Like, it knows, like, my energy. I feel comfortable with it. And it just crawls on my finger and I just observe it, and it's so crazy. Like, after I experienced it, I was in Georgia, and one day I was somewhere in a bee, a big old bee, I guess that's called the mother bee or something, the main bee, whatever they call it. It was on my door and looked like it was hurt. It wouldn't fly away. It was big. And I was like, look, I don't know what you want me to do with it. I don't know what do you want me to try to pick it up? Is it gonna sting me? Because it was huge. It had, like, I could see all the fur and everything on it. And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, just use your heart. So I prayed over it. I turned around for a second, it was gone. I looked on the ground, I looked everywhere. I was like, where the fuck is damn bee went? I literally turned around for like a second. I prayed over it. I was like, God, heal this bee. Let this bee fly again. Let it be okay. In Jesus' name, amen. And then I turned around for a second, turned back around. It was gone. It went on the ground. I literally I looked in the sky. I was like, where did it go? But I love bees. I definitely never thought I would get that comfortable with a bee, but I be missing them. I be like, when are you gonna come and get on my finger? Now, the one I haven't conquered is butterflies. Butterflies will fly around me, but they won't land on me. Birds will come around me, but if I walk towards them, they start flying away. So I want to be able to, the butterfly to feel comfortable with landing on me and I want the birds to understand, like, I'm not there to harm. Like, I'm fascinated with you. Like, I love you, that God created you, you know. So like I love stuff like that. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, if I had my own place, like my own land, and, like, you know, where I can do what I want to do, I would totally get a butterfly tree, right? I would totally do a pond with fish that I can go sit out in the back with a bench and feed the fish. And I think that I want a dragon iguana. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think I want one of those, because I've been thinking, I'm like, man, I really want another cat, but do I really want another cat? And, like, I'm like, man, I want a dog, because, like, my ex has a dog, and I just love that damn dog. Oh my God, look at his pictures of that. I'm just like, oh, and I'm always seeing, like, the big ones, and I'm just like, oh, my baby, you know, Papa Bear. And I just be missing him, and then I'll see a cat, and then I'll be like so sad, because I'm just like, I hope Tutu is okay, and, you know, I just get so freaking sad about it. Ugh, I almost want to cry right now. I miss my cat. I really, 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 really miss my cat. I do. But I had to let it go. But I probably won't get another cat, because I don't want to go through that again. And even though, like, I love dogs, and I'm just so connected to my ex dog, you know, I'm like, you know, that's a big responsibility. You know, I feel like if I had the money and stuff like that, why would it be hard? You know what I'm saying? It's not like I've never had dogs. I've had like 5 dogs in my life, so I know that they need attention. They need to be groomed. They need to go to the doctor, and they need to be walked and give attention to, like, just like a cat. But a cat don't, you know, necessarily have to go outside. But I'm like, what would it be like taking care of an iguana? Like, would it be, because I would want it on my damn shoulder like everybody else, right? With the little chain around it, walking around, you know, I would want to do that, okay? But of course, I'm gonna do my research before I ever decide to do it, because I want to know that I can actually take care of it. Because I know you have to clean the scales of it, and it's like a piece that comes out, which is pretty gross to me, but fascinating, because it's like ill, but oh, you know. So yeah, I'm okay. Focus. All right, so I have a few weeks. A few weeks. I hear for some of y'all, in a few weeks you'll be hearing from a lawyer about a contract. I hear case. I hear in a few weeks you'll be hearing from the lawyer about some type of contract, a case that's dealing, I hear, involving you. Some of you may know about a case, and some of y'all may not. But if you don't, you will be hearing about it in a few weeks. I hear for y'all who don't know, it's gonna shock you. Okay? I hear it's the things that make you go, evil. Yeah, I hear evil endures. Like, I hear this case has a lot to do with evil. Okay? When they say evil was all over this situation, evil was all over the situation. Okay? Evil people, of course, the enemy, the devil, your ops, they were all in it. Okay? I hear for a lot of y'all, this will redeem your character that has been slandered by evil doers. Okay? You may live in Georgia, or someone that lives in Georgia is trying to contact you or come towards you to tell you something. I hear they mean you no well. They mean you no good. They mean you no good. Okay? That's literally what I hear. Literally clear as day. I heard they mean you no well. Okay? You know who this may be in your life. They mean you no well. I hear the wolf in sheep clothing. Okay, I have hired. Or yeah, this person could have been hired in your life from the beginning to spiritually and or physically end your life. I hear a spiritual contract with the devil for some type of, I hear silver and gold. So basically some type of money. This same person has told your secrets, but now their secrets are about to come out. God is about to expose their secrets so people can know exactly who they are. Okay? Because I hear what God meant for your good, they meant it for your bad. Look, I said, come on. That's it. So anyway, I hear no justice, no peace. Literally. So God and your ancestors, they not gonna get this person peace until justice is served. Period. And everybody connected. I hear no justice. Literally, I hear in the heavens, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No just. I hear they're gonna even come down on the justice system because the justice system know the corrupted shit that these people been doing and they ain't did shit about it. So I hear the heavens, like literally, they got like these. You know how like back in the day, the strong warriors, and I'm gonna say black people is not nothing that I'm not saying no other race has done this, but I see a lot of black people. I see like these sticks, and like people are like doing this like no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. Like it's a rhythm in the heaven, like that everybody's like it's a sound. Like I can't even make you like understand like the in sync of the sound in the heavens with this stick that everybody is like at the same time, you know. It's almost like a chant, almost, but it's more powerful than that. So the heavens is warring for you because they want the justice that needs to have already been given towards your character, your name, the lies that has been told on you, the thieving, all of the things that you've been going through that is so fucking unfair to you, so injustice, you know, and the people in the justice system know because they're a part of it, and I'm not talking about the good people. I feel like I have to say that because some of y'all mind think when I just say like, you know, officials, I'm talking about everybody. No, I'm not one of them people that go, oh, every black person is bad or every white person is racist. No, we're talking about individual people in the justice system. Okay, so the heavens is about to expose some people's secrets to show their character because these people refuse to be honest and they refuse to leave you alone. So the heavens is baby. I hear them warring. I hear them war. It's almost like a march in the heavens for the justice that needs to be served in your life because the injustice that people have done. And these people had every opportunity to tell the truth and confess, and they refuse to. So the heavens is about to not only expose people's secrets, they're going to make that make sure that the justice is being served. And God said he's about to call some people home. I hear that these people that he's about to call home, before they go home, he's going to expose them as well as cause suffering. I hear suffering to their bloodline. Okay, so I hear as they go out, meaning out of this earth into wherever they're going, right? God's going to cause suffering in their death. Also, that before they leave, God's going to cause a suffering to their bloodline. So that means that if they didn't come and tell the truth and they stole from you, God's going to rip the money from their lives. Like it's going to be gone. And it's going to cause a ripple in their whole bloodline because their whole bloodline is going to be in poverty. Okay? Whatever they've done to you and whatever God had pulled on their heartstrings to make them tell the truth, and they didn't do that thing, God is not just going to punish them. God is going to punish their whole bloodline. Their whole bloodline is going to be cursed. Okay, because what God does not like, and even if you was a good kid, or good child of God, and you did wrong, God will tell you, I need you to go fix it and do what I said do, right? And even if you're a good child of God, you don't do the thing that God told you, He's gonna cause some shit in your life. Like, that's just what it is. He don't like, oh, this is light and this is dark, I'm gonna favor just the light. No, if the light do wrong, God's going to handle that. If the dark do wrong, God's gonna handle that. But the difference between the light and the dark, and that horn just blew for confirmation, the difference between the light and the light is more willing to be obedient and do what God said to do, no matter if it make them look bad or make them look, a certain kind of way, because they know that God's punishment is greater than any man can fucking try to punish you with. Darkness is more rebellion. They more like, no, I'm gonna try to take it to my grave. No, I don't want to do that. No, and God knows that about darkness. So that's why darkness, God has to really want, when God punishes, God comes down like a hammer to like break them apart. Okay. All right. So someone's crossed over dad says that he is proud of you and he loves you so much. He wished that he could have been more of a father to you. He said, I didn't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know you were that great. I didn't know that you were that intelligent. He said, I feel like a fool. I feel like I should have carried you through. And I feel like when he said that, he meant like he should have like paid attention to you more. He should have taught you more. He should have protected you more. He wish he could have been more of a nurturing dad to you. Okay. I feel his sadness. It almost makes me want to cry. Literally, like it literally almost makes me want to cry because I feel his sadness. Because when he looks at you, he's like, my God, like this child of mine. How did I not see how great they are? How did I not know that they were gifted? How did I not know that my child has such a great heart? It's such strength and tenacity and wisdom. Like, how did I not see that? Because that dad wasn't in your life. That's why. And that dad, even if that dad was in your life, they hadn't healed. So, whereas, you would have been living with them, they would have just kind of looked over you, kind of like your mom possibly did. They wouldn't have still saw you like the way they think they would, because they hadn't healed. Okay? They would have been projecting what they believe. They hurting, on the other side. Okay? Because they say I once was blind, but now I see. Literally, they just did not know. And God's letting them look at your child. Look at your child. This is your child. This is who your child has always been on the inside. You passed up something so beautiful and amazing. You didn't even see the beauty in this child. Look how amazing this child is. And they're so happy because they feel so honored to be your dad. And they did not know that you were such an intellectual fucking cosmic celestial fucking being of light and love, and so strong with such tenacity. They didn't know. They're so in admiration for you. So someone's dad, they're hurt, but they love you. Okay. Yeah, some of y'all need to go into nature just to just be in something different than four walls. Okay. A lot of y'all be isolating. I feel you. Whew. Honey, I miss being in my apartment. Okay. Shit. Anyway, I'm not about to get off into that. I have on here pregnant by their family members. So yeah, some secrets that y'all don't know. I think we talked about this before. Someone from your past that you were romantically involved with, they're pregnant, but they're pregnant by a family member, by a male family member. They had sex with a family member out here, a close family member, and got pregnant, and they don't want you to know it. Okay, but God wants you to know it. Okay, yeah, you'll never get with this person again, and you know this because God's already told you never. God said never mention any will. Okay, they too secretive, too jealous, and they just evil, and they don't want to not be evil. Okay, and they may be a fire sign. They may be a fire sign. Okay, they're obsessed with see your life though. They're obsessed with seeing what you doing and how you moving, and obsessed with don't want you to be happy because they not happy, right? Because they chose a whole different life for themselves, but they don't like the life they chose. So now you chose a different life opposite from them. They want your life because you look more happy, even though some of the things that you have gone through is because of them and their lies and manipulation and lying to people for people to come up against you, and the black magic and all of the fucking hateration that they send your damn way. Cause they mad. They didn't pick the life. Child, whatever. Anyway. Use your voice. It is powerful. Like I was just saying yesterday, like I wasn't always this strong. I mean, I've been a strong person, but not as strong as I am now, where I'm able to deal with people bullshit, opposed to back in the day, I was more sensitive. My feelings would get hurt. Bitch, you come from me, I'm coming for a black ass, or white ass, or Mexican ass. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, don't disrespect me, bitch, I won't disrespect you. It's just that simple. Okay, where I wouldn't have said that previously. I probably would have thought it, but I wouldn't have said it. But now, I just don't give a fuck. Because you don't give a fuck, right? Right, use your voice. The voice speaks volumes. Okay, it's powerful. Speak your truth, which is what I do on my channel. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what nobody think about me. I'm doing what God told me to do. And I must be doing something right because they keep on giving me the wisdom and knowledge to keep on doing it. Okay? It says, younger brother has a hidden secret. I heard somebody's younger brother has a hidden secret. Do not trust this brother. Do not trust this brother, because this hidden secret has something to do with you that they know, that they not spilling the beans on. Some of y'all trying to get a trailer. Be careful how you connect the trailer. On the back, God said, if you just got a trailer, be careful and make sure that it's connected. Because I see somebody going down the damn street and the damn trailer start coming from the back. And it could cause a very catastrophic accident. Be careful if you don't know what you're doing, get somebody to help you. You don't want to make that fucking mistake. Not only will you going to lose your trailer because it's going to get smashed up in this accident, but you're going to cause some lives to end, okay, by this. Be careful, please, and thank you. All right, so disappearance. Yeah, you who are getting this trailer is trying to disappear from the world in a sense, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs their peace in their mind, at some point. Dealing with adversity with the devil, there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that you connect that trailer right. Dead on dad's side was wicked. I hear was wicked is wicked. If they ain't already died, they gonna be dying soon. This was wicked. A woman. Okay, of course. A aunt. Okay. Codependent. This person was codependent on your energy if you didn't know it. This person low-key knew some shit, was dabbling in some type of magic, whereas you don't. Okay, it was codependent on your energy. They was codependent on manifesting their own life, draining you, fucking with your love life so you wouldn't have love, so that love could be theirs. Like, this person you didn't know, but you will find out how evil this auntie was, okay? They was codependent off of your energy. They knew you were special, I heard. They knew you were different, and they knew you were an angel for most of y'all. Doesn't know how to be alone. For some of y'all, excuse me, y'all exes don't know how to be alone, okay? They don't know how to be alone because they got to sit with themselves, and that shit make them feel uncomfortable. God said, over here, who cares? Karmic friends. Then they got a whole bunch of karmic friends, the same karmic friends who they sit up there and told your business to, them same karmic friends that stabbed them in the damn back. And if they haven't, they will be stabbing them in the back, which is why they are in isolation. Then they don't know how to be alone because at one point, just as much as they felt like they friends needed them, they needed their friends to feel important. They don't know how to feel important with just by themselves. They don't know how to love themselves just by them for themselves. They need other people to give them admiration and feel good about themselves. Okay, but them same karmic friends talked about their ass behind their back. You could be considered a smart person, like there's a intelligence about you that's unique and different. Who this resonates with. You might be a feminine lesbian, okay? Who this resonates with. You might have short hair. Okay. All right. It says at least 3 people from your past that you had sex with. Ooh, what about that? Had betrayed you. I hear and lied on your name. Came together as a team, baby. Oh, I'll give you some money. Da, 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 da. And then these people was hurt because they was assholes to you, but you know, assholes, when they was assholes to you, they don't want people to know that they was really the assholes, so they came together. I hear a bunch of fucking exes and lied on you, so it sounds more convincing because it's like, oh, 3 people came and said this person did that, so they're more likely to believe them. But people don't do their own research. People don't look at, oh, well, these are exes. Who broke up with who? What happened now? You know, they don't look at, oh, these probably are haters. They don't look at them like that. Because they really want to believe that you this cold-hearted, mean person and all of the shit that people lied on you about. They want to believe it. It make them feel better because somewhere deep inside of them, they hate on you too. Yeah, it's a bunch of fucking lies that's been told on you. That's why God gonna expose the secrets. He gonna shame a lot of people. You could have a cat or want a cat. You might be a Cancer or in a relationship with a Cancer that this resonates with. Yeah, God's gonna clear up any confusion that the devil has caused. You could be hearing something by Friday. I hear good news. And I hear good news is coming your way. Be ready. Get ready, for your blessing. Hey, get ready, for your miracle. Oh, get ready. Come on, for your blessing. Yeah, get ready, for your miracle. All right, y'all, that's the end of my reading. I made it through the reading on time. I hope y'all enjoyed this reading. I hope it gave you some wisdom and knowledge. Opened up your mind, expand your mind, gave you some truth, learn something. Even the negative karmic people that be on my fucking page, I hope you learn something. Enlighten yourself. All right, beautiful people. This is just love, and don't forget to love yourself. Bye. Peace and out.